TJ Watt punched the ball out, 2 turnovers. There was Dante Jackson turnover. There was Keanu Benton with a fumble recovery. There was a sack by Cameron Hayward. This was a pretty good win. And all the Tomlin haters from last week, where are you? Where are you? There needs to be a bit of credit due for Tomlin this game. Let's go quickly for the stats, and I'm going to do a bit of a quick wrap up, because I'm going to have some breakfast and whatnot, and you guys have been awesome. In the live chat, it's been fantastic, right? So Steelers win 32-13, kind of like a bounce-back game. We move into 4-2, 3-1 away, that's kind of wild too, right? They've played 4 games away and only 2 at home, so 3-1 away. That's pretty good record for being away from Heinz Field. Going to the box score, I thought Justin Fields did okay in the passing game. 14-24, 145, 3 sacks. Offensive line depends what's going to happen with Zach Frazier. So he was injured as well. He was walking to the tent, and he was out for most of the game. And we saw Ryan McCollum fill in for his spot too. Najee Harris had a fantastic game. And that's why you don't give up on Najee. He played fantastic football. He got 14 carries, 106 yards, 1 TD, 36 yards longest run. Had so many angry runs. When he plays that way, the Steelers can win football games. They play tough, run the football. They ran the ball 35 times, 183. Fields carried the ball for 11 yards, 59 yards total, and 2 TDs. Now, what's going to happen? I think Fields, will he still be quarterback number 1 going forward versus Jets? Do they bring in Russell Wilson? To be honest, I don't know about you. I have no fucking idea. I don't know what they're going to do. So it looks like they're going to go with Justin Fields until he plays bad football. And we saw Aaron Shemplin and also Jonathan Ward got carries too because they were resting their starters near the end. Warren came back and he made a really key play on a backwards pass and jumped on the football. In the stat-wise, didn't do too much though. 6 carries, 7 yards, and he played okay. But Warren's still coming back from the injury. I'm fine with that. This was a Najee game. And you see that. Sometimes you have a Najee game. Sometimes you have a Warren game. This was a Najee and Justin Fields running the show. 3 TDs and 2 TDs to Fields and 1 TD to Najee Harris. George Pickens got 3 catches for 53 yards, 31-yard longest near the end. Targets 8. Calvin Austin, he stepped up. I like the boy. He's playing on certain passing downs where he's getting open bit of space, put his hand up, catch the ball. He's playing some pretty good football as a receiver too, and he still needs more targets. He played well. Najee Harris had 16 yards, so did Frymouth. Jalen Warren had 11. Darnell, this I said every week or every second week, Darnell needs a football. He got 9 yards on the carry, but he falls forward 4 or 5 yards. He's a big fella. Connor Hayward got 4 yards. So passing-wise, yeah, not the most sexiest play or passing-wise, 145, but their team is built around running the football, getting Najee involved, Najee game, run the football, take time possession, wear them out, and that's why you win 32-13. So let's go to the defense too. On defense, Queen had 13 tackles. Deshaun Elliott had 6. I saw him make a big play too, getting a player right before the line. It was like 3rd and 5, and he made a massive tackle. Peyton Wilson stepped up in certain areas, and he was fit into the defense a bit. TJ Watt was outstanding, by the way. 2 tackles for a loss. We had overall 7 tackles for a loss. So that's really on the running backs or receivers, and they played awesome. And TJ Watt punched the ball out twice in that Falcon punch. Roberts played, I think he was pretty fast and flowing out there and going crazy, playing physical, blitzing and whatnot. Cameron Hayward steps up yet again like a true leader that he is. He played awesome. Minka went out with a shoulder injury, then he came back to play. So he played pretty good football. Joe Porter, I thought, to be honest, was a bit lost out there. Joe Porter seemed like he wasn't checked in on all these different plays. There were some weird things with the clock as well, going to 0-0, and the Raiders got holding, and then the Raiders, they had 2 plays on the quarterback where it was like hitting the quarterback for I think it was a pass interference, or they hit the quarterback late or something like that. The Raiders played stupid football and did like Raider things, right? So they lose, 32-13, but they didn't help themselves. It's funny because at the start of the game, they won 7 points, and at the end of the game, they got 6. So in the middle point, the Steelers were allowing no yards at all. We did see Donnie Jackson get a pick as well. He went 24 yards, and we had Chris Boswell went 4 for 4 and also 2 points so Chris Boswell got points too, like he always does. So overall, to be honest, I thought it was a pretty good game. I think Steel Nation should be happy about this. I think we should feel very confident going forward. Next week, I won't be able to do a live stream or comment on the game pretty much all week because I'll be in Bali for a week and a half. So I'll be away from my phone. I might do a post here and there, but I won't be doing consistent content. And it's probably good timing too as well to have a bit of a break with what I'm going through with Archie, with my dog passing away. It's been a week now for him. So I appreciate all your support around that. You guys have been fantastic out there, sending me comments and poems and all these things. It's been awesome. The support you have given me is unmatched. It's unbelievable. So I'm going away this Wednesday to Bali to my mate's Bucks party. I won't be near a computer, so I'll be able to relax and hopefully I can watch the game though on my Game Pass on my phone. So next week we're versing the Jets. But in this game, overall, Aiden O'Connell didn't kill us. He had one TD near the end, garbage time, interception. They ran the ball for 57 yards. Our defense stood up, and they kept these guys under like 300 yards. So that was a positive. When you go to a team stat overall, and I'm going to watch as much still content as I can in the next few days, but I'm very busy doing stuff too. We were third down, was 4 for 13. That's not the best, but we did okay to win this game. They were 2 for 11. Total plays, 62 versus 60. Total yards, 293, 275. It was a smash mouth football game in physicality and not the best offense, to be honest, on both sides of the football. But we ran the rock well and did okay. We also had, 35 times rushing the ball. That's fantastic. You want to see that. 5.2 yards per rush. Great. If you can do that every game, you chalk them up to win Super Bowl now. You play defense and you rush the ball 5.2 yards per carry. You're getting first downs every second or third play. Penalty-wise, 7 was pretty terrible. I think we had a lot of false starts. We had like a lot of delay of games. We had things like that, a lot of holding calls. So the Steelers, even though they made mistakes, they got out of their own way and they won the game. And they also got 32 minutes on possession, and they were around 28. So you got time possession. Here it is. Keys to the game. Time possession, fumbles, interceptions, turnovers, defense, TJ Watt. Don't turn the ball over. Run the football with Najee, and that's how you win the game. That's why it's 32-13, because Najee set the standard with the offensive line, going down the field, angry runs, hitting him hard, big play to George Pickens, and not turning the ball over, holding possession, and overcoming the mistakes that were the penalties too. So, guys, overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy with the win. It's about 8 minutes now. I've been talking about the Steelers football. You guys got some stuff to do. I might be back later on today, depending when I watch the Giants versus Bengals. I would love to see the Bengals go 1-5. The Browns are 1-5. They're a terrible organization. They're a bad football team. The Ravens go 4-2. They're now in first because they have a win over the Bengals for the moment. The Steelers go 4-2, and we should feel pretty happy or pretty good. A good victory, right, to get us back to that sense of like, oh yeah, our team can play good football. When they step up and you don't hear the complaining or the drama, right? Shut the noise out, push the drama away, and play good football. Wave the terrible towel. I'm holding it really tight, and just watch our guys win because it's a positive scene. And Tomlin does deserve credit. He won't get it for this match. He had the fellas ready. He went out to Vegas. He came back, got the win, 4-2. And that's why he deserves credit to get the defense ready too. They didn't allow big plays. There was no one overly killed us on the offense for Aiden O'Connell and the receivers. Yeah, the Raiders aren't the best team. I'll say that. But they still showed up. Max Crosby was getting out there, getting sacks. So, you know what? Don't care. You're only a player who's on your schedule, and right now the Browns are playing on their schedule. The only team that they've beaten is the Jaguars, and they're a terrible, terrible team at the moment. They're playing fucking terrible football. So only players in front of you, we've beaten 4 teams. That's Falcons, Denver, Chargers, and also the Raiders. The Jets are next. I'm keen. I'm excited. I'm pumped up, and I'm done. Thank you, Steel Nation, as always. And you guys have been awesome out there. We win 32-13. We're going to talk about as much as we can for the next day, probably today and tomorrow. And then I'm away for the week. But this is one where the Steelers, they go to Vegas, they bounce back, they get the job done. Beanie Bishop played well in certain parts too. Dante Jackson played well in other parts. I think our middle linebacking core stepped up. I think our defensive line stepped up. They were putting pressure on the quarterback. There was no they didn't burn us. There wasn't times where they burnt us and you thought, oh, goodness, not again. There's that number 12 or 11 for the Raiders. And who's that guy? There was like one big play to the outside where Minka and I think Joey Porter got turned around. And one guy beat us for 15 yards. They didn't burn us. You didn't see any really big plays where they took over the game And Steeler Nation, shout out to you guys out there in Las Vegas. There was so many terrible towers, waving the terrible towers, going crazy. You'd almost think it was Heinz Field out near Vegas, man, out west. So it was cool. It was crazy. Thank you, Steeler Nation. I'll see you guys later on, maybe today or tomorrow, depending how we go. But it's a good victory. I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm very proud of our team. I'm proud of Fields. I'm proud of Najee. I'm proud of Cam. I'm proud of TJ Watt. I'm proud of all of them. I'm proud that Jeremiah Moon, last one. Jeremiah Moon got the block punt. Jeremiah Moon put all the pressure as the outside linebacker, filling in for Highsmith, who was filling in for Nate Herbig, and there's filling in for everyone. DeMarvin Leal now is out too for the season, so that sucks. But yeah, I thought Jeremiah Moon had a really big game playing on the outside, getting hold and getting pressure on the quarterback, forcing him up in the pocket, and then TJ Watt comes in with a punch or whatnot. Like there was just so much pressure on Jeremiah Moon playing outside linebacker, coming back from injury and had that massive block punt that really set the tone. So guys like that were stepping up, and this is one of those games where, yeah, the standard is a standard that's winning. Mike Tomlin wins. He's 4-2. He's getting his team prepped up each and every week. And if we go and beat the Jets, we're 5-2. You go and beat the Giants, which is very tough as well because they're playing good football too. I know it's crazy to say, but they're playing good football. And if they beat the Bengals, man, fantastic. We just got to take one game at a time, 4-2. Shout out to Jeremiah Moon. He played good football. All right. I'm out, guys. I'll see you later.